You see this city? This is Lahore, a city steeped in history of emperors and poets, a vibrant cultural hub. But beneath the breathtaking beauty, there's another story. A story that, frankly, shocked me to my core. Today we're going to pull back the curtain on something uncomfortable, something challenging, but something we need to talk about. Is Lahore truly the most unhygienic and dustiest city in the world? Let's find out, and I promise you, what we uncover will make you think differently about urban living, and perhaps even about the air you breathe in your own backyard. The reality unveiled. My journey through Lahore's underbelly. I've traveled extensively, crisscrossing continents and exploring countless corners of the globe. I thought I'd seen it all, that nothing could truly surprise me anymore. But my recent experience here in Lahore has been utterly eye-opening, to a degree I genuinely wasn't prepared for. It wasn't just a trip, it was a visceral immersion into a reality that shook some of my core perceptions of urban life. We're about to pull back the curtain and explore 6 key aspects that paint a truly stark picture. By the time we're done, you'll understand why the title of this video, while bold and perhaps even provocative, isn't just clickbait, it's an unfiltered truth. Point 1. The air we breathe, a visible struggle. When I talk about the air in Lahore, I'm not using hyperbole when I say you can literally see it. Imagine stepping outside your home not to crisp, clear morning air, but to a permanent, thick haze that hangs heavy like a shroud, obscuring the sky and dimming the sunlight even at midday. This isn't just a bad weather day, it's often the daily reality here. Lahore consistently ranks among the most polluted cities globally, and this isn't some abstract statistic from a faraway report. It's a palpable, undeniable presence that hits you the moment you arrive. The source of this choking blanket is a toxic cocktail of factors. You've got the overwhelming vehicular exhaust from millions of cars, motorbikes, and rickshaws that swarm the streets, each adding to the invisible cloud. Then there's the relentless dust from never-ending construction, a city constantly rebuilding itself, churning up fine particles that hang suspended in the atmosphere. But what truly shocked me was seeing the open burning of waste right on the streets. Garbage piles set alight, sending plumes of acrid, black smoke directly into the air people breathe. The impact is immediate and deeply concerning. I personally experienced a constant grit in my teeth, a persistent scratch in my throat, and the recurring urge to cough, even after just a few days. But for the millions who call Lahore home, this is their everyday existence. You'll see locals going about their daily lives, almost resigned to wearing flimsy masks, constantly battling chronic coughs, severe allergies, and far worse respiratory illnesses that plague the population. It's not just an inconvenience, it's a daily fight for survival, a constant, suffocating reminder that this invisible enemy is slowly, silently impacting the lives and health of millions. It truly made me question what clean air even means anymore, and the stark reality of how many people live without it. Point 2. Waste management woes. An overflowing problem, especially in Old Lahore. Next up, let's confront the issue of waste management, which here is nothing short of a monumental challenge. While the entire city of Lahore grapples with this, nowhere is the sheer scale of the problem more starkly evident than within the enchanting, historic, old-walled city. This isn't just a picturesque ancient quarter. It's a living, breathing labyrinth of narrow lanes, centuries-old buildings, and vibrant street life. But amidst this ancient charm, you'll be shocked by the reality on the ground. These narrow lanes, once brimming with tales of emperors and poets, are now often quite literally choked with overflowing public bins. We're not talking about a little litter. Imagine towering, unsightly, and incredibly unsanitary piles of refuse spilling out onto sidewalks and road verges. It's a constant, pervasive sight that transforms a walk through history into an obstacle course against discarded trash. This isn't merely an aesthetic issue that detracts from the city's beauty, it's a gaping health concern. These festering heaps are a veritable breeding ground for disease, attracting rodents, insects, imposing a direct threat to the health of the residents who live, work, and commute through these very streets every single day. The sheer volume of waste generated by a city of over 13 million people, combined with what appears to be highly inconsistent collection and disposal systems, means that the battle against refuse feels constant, overwhelming, and, at times, seemingly unwinnable. It's a stark reminder that even the most historic and culturally rich urban centers can struggle profoundly with the fundamental aspects of modern sanitation, leaving visitors and residents alike to navigate a difficult, often unhygienic reality. Point 3. The Ravi River, a city sewer. Then there's the Ravi River. For centuries, it was Lahore's lifeline, a majestic waterway flowing past ancient monuments, once inspiring poets and providing sustenance. But today it has tragically and shockingly become little more than Lahore's main drain. Imagine this. Essentially, all of Lahore's untreated sewage and industrial waste flows directly into the Ravi. This isn't just a matter of pollution, it's a devastating environmental catastrophe happening in plain sight. The sheer volume of raw effluent discharged into the river has transformed it from a natural resource into an open sewer. The once flowing waters are now often thick, dark, and foul-smelling, entirely devoid of aquatic life. This has decimated entire ecosystems within and along its banks. More importantly, it poses severe and undeniable health risks to any community's farmers or villages downstream, who might still rely on its waters for irrigation, livestock, or even unwittingly for drinking. It's a heartbreaking sight, a powerful symbol of unchecked urban expansion, turning what should be a vibrant natural artery into a toxic, lifeless conduit for a city's waste. The contrast between its historical significance and its current state is truly unsettling. Point 4. Infrastructure under strain and the dust problem. Beyond the walled city's historical grit, the general infrastructure across Lahore is also under immense strain, creating a pervasive and inescapable dust problem. While Lahore proudly boasts incredible new developments, gleaming high-rises and modern highways, a different reality dominates much of the city. Many older areas, and even some main thoroughfares that are supposed to be critical arteries, show significant and alarming signs of wear and tear. You'll see it everywhere. Deep potholes that jar your teeth with every bump, broken pavements that force pedestrians into the chaotic street, and seemingly never-ending construction projects that carve up roads and churn up the earth. This isn't just an inconvenience. These decaying structures and constant excavations contribute massively to the overall dust problem. Every single vehicle that passes, whether it's a car, a truck, or a motorcycle, stirs up enormous clouds of fine, gritty particles. The result is an almost perpetual haze that isn't just smog from pollution, but airborne dust so thick it can cling to your clothes, fill your nostrils, and obscure your vision. This transforms everyday commutes, simple walks, or even just sitting by a window into a dusty and challenging ordeal. It's a stark visual reminder that rapid urban growth, without corresponding investment in robust and maintained infrastructure, can turn a city into a constant cloud of its own making. Point 5. Socioeconomic challenges, homelessness, and street crime. My fifth observation dives into the profound socioeconomic challenges that simmer beneath Lahore's surface, particularly visible when you step away from the polished tourist spots. In a city this vast, with a population pushing 14 million people, you're unfortunately confronted with a significant number of homeless individuals living directly on the streets. It's a stark, heartbreaking sight that immediately reflects deeper societal issues and a glaring lack of adequate support systems for its most vulnerable citizens. This pervasive homelessness isn't just a humanitarian crisis. It creates a complex urban environment. The sheer vulnerability of these individuals can, in turn, contribute to other pressing problems like street robbery. While it's important to note that street crime isn't rampant everywhere in the city, it is a very real concern in certain areas, particularly at night or in less trafficked locales. This adds another palpable layer of concern for both residents navigating their daily lives and for visitors trying to explore the city. It's a sobering reminder that alongside Lahore's undeniable beauty and vibrant culture, there are genuine daily struggles for basic safety and survival that profoundly impact a significant portion of its population. Point 6. Public spaces and civic responsibility. A collective effort needed. Finally, let's turn our gaze to public spaces and the concept of civic responsibility in Lahore. This is where a truly striking dichotomy becomes apparent. While I observe countless individuals maintaining impeccable personal hygiene within the confines of their homes, spotless interiors, well-kept private areas, that same meticulousness often doesn't translate to the public domain. And this, frankly, was shocking to witness. You'll see it in various forms. Casual littering, where trash is simply dropped on the street despite bins being nearby, frequent instances of spitting in public areas, and an overall sense of disengagement from the collective cleanliness of shared spaces by some. This isn't about judgment, it's an observation of how a general lack of civic engagement contributes directly to the overall unhygienic environment that defines so much of the city. It's a deeply complex issue, pointing to a pressing need for far greater public awareness campaigns that truly resonate, alongside the implementation of stricter enforcement of cleanliness regulations. Ultimately, fostering a genuine, collective sense of responsibility among all citizens is crucial for Lahore to truly tackle its cleanliness crisis. Point 7. The unseen influx. Migration from smaller towns. Adding another layer of complexity to all these issues is the massive influx of people from smaller towns and rural areas. This might not be immediately visible on the surface, but it's a powerful underlying force. People are constantly migrating to Lahore, drawn by the promise of better economic opportunities, access to education, and improved services that simply aren't available in their hometowns. While this vibrant migration fuels Lahore's growth and dynamism, it also puts immense unsustainable strain on the city's already struggling resources. More people mean more waste, more vehicles, more demand for housing, leading to rapid, often unregulated construction, and a greater burden on an already overstretched infrastructure. This constant expansion, driven by the hope of a better life, inadvertently exacerbates the very problems of hygiene, pollution, and congestion that make daily life here so challenging. It's a powerful cycle that's hard to break, and it sheds light on why these issues are so persistent. Thank you for joining me on this incredibly important and at times uncomfortable journey. If this video made you think, if it opened your eyes, then please hit that like button. Share this video with someone who needs to see it, and subscribe to my channel for more honest insights into the world around us. Let's start a conversation in the comments below. What are your thoughts on urban hygiene, pollution, and the challenges faced by large cities around the world? I read every single comment. Until next time, stay safe, stay informed, and let's work towards a cleaner future.